Guys, it's Lindsay with Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. Today's video I will share with you guys what I got from the library. A lot of the books are recommended from Give Your Child the World and a few of them are from 5 in a Row, but I wanted to share with you guys the ones that we liked. And the reason why I did this is because I wanted to purchase so many books for our curriculum choices this year, but I'm not sure how many I wanted to purchase and to see which ones were like worthy of having in our homeschool library. So this was a great way to see if I actually like them, to see if the kids like them, and if this was worth getting for me. Whoever You Are is a really good, it's recommended by Reading Rainbow, and it's just a very sweet, simple book, just teaching your kiddos that basically whoever you are in the world, we are all the same. And I just love the pictures. They're so sweet. The little border is so cute. And they just show different parts of the world and just sharing with your kids that basically we are all the same and we just all live a little bit differently. And then What We Wear, Dressing Up Around the World. This one is just a very good one to have in your homeschool library. Like I said, I was getting these books to see if it's something that I wanted to purchase because I had so many books already. And I like this one. This one's fun because it's just a picture book of real photography of just kids around the world. And it's just fun for the kids to flip through. They just love to see kids their age dressed up different ways. And then they ask me about maybe their outfits. And then we can research online or get more books about some of the kids. And it just shares more culture with the kids, letting them know that they're not the only ones in the world. This one is Children from Australia to Zimbabwe. What I did is I tabbed out some of the pages because we were studying Africa, or we still are because we're reading Dr. Dolittle. So the great thing about this book is that you will read all about the countries that are colored on the continents here, and they will talk about them, show them what the country looks like, and what some of the boys and the girls, how they dress, and give some facts about the country. So this is a really good homeschool library book to have available for you so that when you are reading a book that has to do with China or Brazil or Africa, it's just a great way to just incorporate geography for them and just world culture. Very, very good book. So this might be a book that I'm going to purchase. Dim Sum for Everyone, and this book is all about the food that they get at this restaurant, and it's just a really cute picture book of this family that goes to this restaurant and how they have tons of carts to choose from of all these little dim sum foods, which is like appetizers in our country, but sharing with them like some of the foods that others enjoy in different parts of the country. And it's a really, really cute book. I love the cute illustrations. Then I think the same author, Grace Lynn, yeah, she wrote this one, Round as a Mooncake. And this one was recommended by Give Your Child the World too. And it's a good book for a preschooler learning their shapes or just talking about shapes. It's pretty fun. And I love the pictures, like I said, they're really pretty. So this is definitely a good book for probably a 2-, 3-, or 4-year-old, and even my daughter liked it a lot. And then this is called The Story About Ping. It's about a duck, and the duck learns a lesson about not listening and the consequences of not listening. And he lost the boat with his family and the owner on the boat, and it was a really, really cute book, definitely to teach your kids about being obedient. And then How to Make an Apple Pie and See the World was so fun. And it's about this girl that needs to make an apple pie, and she needs to get all the ingredients. And of course, you have to go across the world to get every single ingredient for your apple pie. So they made it so interesting. They went to so many different countries to make that apple pie. And on the back, which is really cool, they share with you guys, and they have a little map here, they share with you guys how she made her apple pie and the recipe for it. So it's so cute, and I love it. It's a great geography book, such a fun book for any elementary age kid. And Empty Pot is a really good book. That was one of my favorites, but this book is about a boy that loved flowers and loved planting flowers, and an emperor of the kingdom wanted to give up his throne, and so he called all the children all over to plant the seed in their pots and have it grow, and whoever took good care of it and had the most beautiful flower at the end would be take his throne. Well, he had an empty pot. The seasons went on, and make a long story short, his pot was empty. He came empty-handed with nothing, and he felt ashamed. The empire knew that he was being honest because he boiled the seeds, and the seeds would not be able to bloom. So he knew that he was an honest kid, and he gave him his throne. And it was just a really, really good story about character, about having good character and being honest. Two of Everything was one of my daughter's favorites, and this is a Chinese folk's tale, or Chinese folk tale, and it was a great, great folk tale about this pot that they got, and when one of them fell into a pot, there was two of them, or two of him, and then she fell into the pot, and then there was two of her, and it was cute. They had two houses with the same stuff inside of it, and they both lived happily ever after, and it was a really cute story. This was like my daughter's favorite one, so I read this several times. This is also a really fun book, A Pair of Red Clogs, and this was based out of Japan, and this one was so much fun because it was a grandmother telling her granddaughter about her red clogs and the story of it, and how she had a crack in it, and she was tempted to lie about them so she could get some brand new ones that looked perfect. And I just love the story because it's also another book talking about how to just be honest and stay honest, especially as a little kid. This is my second favorite, called Papa Piccolo. It's like an Italian cat, and he has these adventures in Italy, and he has his good old life there, and then one day he meets these two little kittens, and then it changes his life forever. And it's a really fun story about this little cat in Italy, and my daughter seemed to like it. It was a really long book, but we just absolutely loved it, and I love the fact that we got to talk about Italy, so it opened our eyes to a lot of things that they do in Italy. And this is a book by Thornton Burgess. We did not read through this. I just wanted to check this book out. It's called Old Mother West Wind, and I'll share it with you guys here so you can see what it's about, but the illustrations are beautiful. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Burgess books. These are all of the titles for all the chapters, and a lot of Peter Rabbit books and a bunch of different animals that they talk about. And so this is more of like a chapter book. And these are just really, really great books. Reddy the Fox, I'm sure some of you guys know that. So these are all of the animals that they talk about. So this is a great book to read to your kids when you're learning about animals or having an animal unit study. Probably purchase a few of them, and then maybe keep some at the library so it's just fun to borrow them again and read them again with my daughter and my son. I hope you guys enjoy this little library haul. Let me know if you guys read Give Your Child the World and what books you read from them and what your favorites are. I would love to know. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.